sometimes it gets touchy for her when she relives it or talks about it. So just take a second. It's okay.
Easy come, easy go.
Hey guys, I'm Dukes.
And I'm Tima.
And we are the DUMA Family.
Welcome back to our journey. So we just recently posted a video of how Dukes proposed to me. So if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check it out. The link will be in the description. Today we'll be doing another highly requested video.
A lot of you guys have been requesting this video on how we met and what our story is. A lot of you guys want to know how we got to get married and our journey till present day.
So one day in middle school, we were walking to the bus and I had my binder in my hand and Dukes ran into me. Okay. And the papers in my binder flew all in the air and I was like, gasp! Oh my God! Papers flew everywhere. And Dukes was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
That's how it went? And what did I do? I picked up the papers.
And we picked up the papers and we were on the ground picking up the papers and then we looked up into
like
each other's eyes.
Okay. And it was love at first sight. Definitely not. That's only in the movie, folks.
That's only in the movies. That did not happen at all. That didn't happen. We didn't have no fairy tale meeting or anything like that.
We did meet in middle school.
Yeah.
And we also knew each other and in middle school, I couldn't tell you honestly how we met. It was just through middle
mutual
school,
friends.
Through mutual friends. One day it was probably, hey, what's up?
What's up?
Yeah, I'm Dukes.
Yeah.
Oh, you team? Oh, what's up? And kept it moving. You know? Yeah. We also were acquainted through Sunday school. We go the Sunday school at our masjid, and for those of you who don't know what a masjid is, it's another term for it is mosque, and it is just a religious place of worship for Muslims. Yeah. So we would study there the Quran and Sunday school with our teachers, and just kind of hang out there.
He would get beat up.
Beat up?
Yeah.
By who?
Your professors, your teachers.
No,
because he was a bad kid and he didn't study and he would never memorize his things, never do his homework. So I was like, talking to the teachers, I was like, just cut him some slack.
DUMA Family was born yesterday. They know what's up. No, far from it.
We also went to the same high school together, so we were always
around each other.
And we had mutual friends. So on and off we would hang out, but
and that's all it was. It was just friends. And then as we got older and I'm starting to think about marriage, and she obviously knew I was a stud all those years. She secretly loved me.
You thought.
But I told her, slow your roll, we're still young or whatever.
Nope.
So but now just generally just being around each other for a long time, for many, many years. And then when that time came, then we were both looking for someone to get married to. We already knew of each other. We knew each other's values. We knew the real each other. So what I say all the time is when you're dating someone or when you're meeting someone, you're really only meeting their representative, what they want you to see. However, in our situation, since we were never like interested in each other like that, there was no reason to front or anything like that. So she knew the real Duke. She knew what it was from the beginning. She knew I was, the
loser.
Man, And I knew that even though she was a loser, I could groom her into being a winner. That I could,
I
could
think
work
it's the
on
opposite
her.
way.
So, and that's how we met. Now, taking it to our story, how we got married.
How we fell in love. How we fell in love was, pretty much what he said. Like, we would always think about who we wanted to marry, what kind of characteristics we wanted in a man or a woman. And we were just, I don't know, our friends were the friends that would always talk about serious stuff, like, future, how we're going to make it in this world, how we're going to provide and, for our parents and take care of them. And especially one of the big ones was, who are we going to marry? Mm-hmm. So, as we always sit in our circles, we're like, man, we're screwed. There's not many good men or women or contenders in this world, So we're like, like, damn, who are we going to marry? So, like, as we're going down the list, we're like, we want somebody who's good in their religion, who's respectful in the community, who's, good to their parents, and a bunch of other things. And we kind of just, like, realized, like, we have the characteristics that we want in a spouse in each other. So, I guess the light bulbs just went off, and we're like, I like him.
And she alright.
So yeah, that's kind of what sparked it, and then from there we just started talking a little bit more and more, and we're like, you know what? He might be somebody that I like. So strictly halal, always would talk and always be around groups of people.
And so when it came time to telling our parents, I had zero issues and I had zero worries, because my parents, I would always say to them that I'm going to marry whoever I want. Because a lot of times, being from the cultural backgrounds that we are, it's usually prone that you're going to marry someone within your culture. So for me, it's not that I wasn't opposed to that. It was just like, I'm going to marry whoever I want. I'm not going to be confined to that thinking. And so it so happened that she's from Pakistan, and as you guys know, I'm from Senegal. So naturally, she was a little bit worried, like, this is cool, but
even when we were talking, I was very, very hesitant, because in the back of my mind, knowing me, my culture, my family, my background, I always knew that I would end up marrying somebody from Pakistan, because I knew my family was just really traditional about that. So while talking to him, I was very worried, because I knew my family. I knew my parents were very traditional, and I was getting all emotional and excited and invested in this relationship. But then in the back of my mind, I was always worried. I was like, man, this is never going to happen.
From my perspective, I thought everything was, all good. And that, there might be a little bit of hesitation from her family, like, are you sure, or are you this, or whatever? Because, again, traditionally, you marry within your culture. But we didn't think that it would be, or at least I didn't think that it was going to be a big deal. Maybe because I was looking at it from my family, not making it a big deal. I knew that my parents, they only wanted one thing. They wanted me to make a wise decision on whoever it is I marry. Didn't matter the background or the race or any of that stuff, as long as she was righteous, as long as she had good values, good morals, as long as she was going to be a good mother to our future children. That's really all they were worried or cared about. And since Tima possessed those characteristics, I wasn't worried.
Mind you not, my family knows of Mamadou. They know who he is, and stuff like that. But because he wasn't from Pakistan, they were really worried about, what people were going to say in the community and how they would react if that marriage actually went through. So there was a lot of strife and a lot of tension. And really, like, it was a lot of back and forth, a lot of arguments for about a year. I would say about a year, right? It was about a year of just going back and forth, trying to convince my parents, to let it go through, because he's a really good guy, and just his characteristics, and really, for religious reasons, like, he's a good guy. He was really strong in his faith, and he was really respected around the community. So I really didn't see an issue with why, if I married him, what it would be. But, like I said, they were still worried about what the community was going to say and how they would react.
We knew that, yes, the cultural differences might be, an obstacle to overcome, but we were willing to overcome that obstacle, and that's exactly what we did. As she was going through that, I was just trying to be as supportive as possible. There was even a time where I told her, I said, you know what, maybe we shouldn't get married. I didn't want her to have to choose between me and her family. When we got married, it was just what you call a nikah. And a nikah in Islam is just where the religious leader, I guess the imam, as we call him, officiates the marriage. And you have her parents were there, my parents were there, and one or two of her friends were there, which you call witnesses, the witnesses marriage. And it was just at our local mosque, and that was it. And we were officially married.
What convinced my family to allow us to get married was my grandma was coming into the country from Pakistan, and she figured out of the situation my mom filled her in, what was happening. And so, you know, her being of the older generation and stuff like that, she had convinced my family to allow me to get married to Mamadou. And of course they said, we're going to allow you to get married, but we're not happy, or, you know, we're not for it at the time. It will take us a little bit of time to come around, but because you want to marry him, we'll go ahead and allow you to get your nikah. So that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. So it was no fairy tale wedding.
No.
After that, we just had like a small get together with our friends and family at the masjid, at the mosque, where we just had dinner, and that's it. No grand party or anything like that.
Because my family and I weren't on good terms. We didn't have an actual like big wedding ceremony or anything like that. It was just a dinner at the mosque, and just had a couple people there, and, you know, call it a day.
And then after that, we lived at my aunt's house. Shout out to my aunt one time. We stayed with her for about two and a half years while we saved up so that we could have enough money to buy our own home. Yep. And in that time, we just kind of structured our life, got rid of some debt, got rid of her student loans. Yep. You know, she had LASIK eye surgery, and we just did a whole bunch of these little things there and there to kind of set us up to when we did move out on our own, we wouldn't be financially strained or anything like that. And in that time, the relationship with her family was also being repaired, and fortunately, everybody came around. And
they came around about after 9 months-ish. Really, like, everybody came around, and they threw us it was around our birthdays. I remember they threw us this very nice party, because my birthday, his birthday, and my dad's birthday is within a few days of each other. And so they threw us this big birthday party at my aunt's house, and they had games and cake and lots of food. So that was really warm and touching to my heart, because you know,
it's okay. Sometimes it gets touchy for her when she relives it or talks about it. So just take a second. It's okay.
Sorry. Because it was a hard 2 years, you know, battle with my family, and just not having them there. It was really tough, you know. So it was really good to have them all come together and throw us appreciation, and how they were, you know, happy to see us together and stuff like that. So.
And now things are much, much better, so there's no need for you to cry anymore.
No, oh yeah. Things are amazing. Like, you know, my family loves him so much, probably more than they love me.
Of course they do. It's okay, though.
I'm dead serious. They ask about him more than they ask about me.
No.
So. But yeah, things couldn't be better. You know, they love him so much, and
I love them as well. We actually live just up the street from her mom and dad's home, so we go there as often as we can and have dinner, play games, just chill,
watch shows,
just just have a good time.
At least once a week.
Yeah, absolutely. So her mom is a great cook.
Oh yeah.
So she always calls me when she's making aloo prata, and she's like, "Hey, I got some food for you." Yeah. So and I'm like, I'm there. That was our journey thus far up to today. Obviously, our journey is far from being over DUMA Family.
Oh yeah,
you know,
there's a lot more to be written.
Absolutely. So, but we appreciate you guys joining our journey. We really appreciate you guys rocking with us. Yeah. And DUMA Family, if anyone is going through something similar like this, don't hesitate. Feel free to hit us up.
Yeah.
You know,
you can comment below, or you can email us. Our email is below. If you have any questions about our journey, or if you're going through something similar like this and, you know, need some advice, you know, we're here for you.
Or just need somebody to talk to.
Don't hesitate. We're here for you. That's why we joined YouTube, to share our story, to motivate other people, to know, push for the dreams and don't give up. So,
Absolutely. All those of you who are new to DUMA Family, welcome. Yep. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that bell so you're notified whenever we post. And until next time, guys, I'm Dukes.
And I'm Tima.
Take care.